Dan Wade, and I'm going to start with telling you why the pie was worth $100 to you. Okay? I don't know why Darren gave what he did. I think it was Darren that gave $150 for one. But I was born across the street in the basement of that building that you see over there, Doc Herman's old clinic over there. And we lived in Marlon Wallace's insurance agency up here. 5 kids, their parents, and there was a carport there that wasn't enclosed like it is now. Pretty cramped quarters. We went to school where your post office is, and we had what's called an open campus to go out and eat. And every day at lunch, I would, as soon as the bell rang, I'd jump out the window. And I would run to town to try and be the first one to get to Luna's Cafe to make sure that I got a piece of Opal's coconut cream pie. Okay? And Loretta can tell you that's still one of my favorites. So it was worth that to me. Folks, I am a candidate as well for circuit judge. The circuit judge is the judge that's over all 3 counties. He's over the associates. He's the chief judge in the whole circuit. And it's a very important job because it handles and deals with all the important cases. We heard a lot about jury trials, but the truth of the matter is that very, very few cases are tried to a jury. Juries make a decision very seldom in our circuit. The great majority of cases are decided by the circuit judge himself. He makes the decision. And it's important the experience that he has in life and in the law that he brings to that job that will shape the type of decisions that he makes. All major cases end up there. And every single felony that is filed in the 3-county area will end up in the circuit court. Every single one. That's where they go. You may have seen a picture of a judge arraigning somebody and reading them their rights. And that's what associates do, give them a preliminary hearing. But the case ends up in circuit court for disposition. That's where we take care of it. That's where we decide the thing. And when you decide who you want to be in charge of the judicial system for this 3-county area, your next circuit judge, I ask you to consider whether or not you want someone that has had the real life experience of dealing with the devastation that crime creates in people's lives. Somebody that has actually stood toe-to-toe with the criminals in this circuit and prosecuted them and got them locked up and taken off our streets. Somebody that has dealt with the families, not just the people that end up in the courts, but the families that are so ravaged and devastated by crime. I'm the only candidate that you have that has done all that. I've been a prosecuting attorney elected in Douglas County for 2 different terms. Served them out. I've been a special prosecutor appointed by judges in all surrounding counties, including Ozark County. I have stood in the front line along with the officers, the policemen, the sheriffs in the fight against crime. I have convicted murderers. I have convicted drug dealers. I have convicted child molesters. I've been there. I've done that. I've tried lots of jury trials, lots of cases. For 37 years, I've been an attorney and a trial attorney. I have extensive legal background, extensive legal experience. I've taught both criminal and business law for Drury University. I'm the municipal judge now for Mansfield, Norwood, and Mountain Grove. And I understand as well the impact that drugs have. I was one of the very first founders in our drug court. The reason we have a drug court today is because me and one of the judges at that time put together a grant application to the Department of Justice and got a fund given to us to set up the drug court. And we traveled on our own dime to other states and looked at their drug courts, and we picked what we thought was good about theirs and we put it into ours. And we had a very successful drug court. It's been extremely successful. And when the federal money ran out, the judges in this circuit came to me and asked me to set up a not-for-profit corporation to help fund that drug court and to keep it going. My son and I set that up at our own expense, It was to help raise money to replace the federal money that we lost. My brother Paul got it a tax exempt status at his own expense. And the reason we do that is because we've lived in this community here in Geneva, and we've lived here for our whole adult life. Not just the last 7 or 8 years. We have been here for the last 30-some years, 37 in my case. We've lived with you, we've raised our families with you. We understand the problems, and we understand that the solution is that you attack the problems at the root. We've been instrumental, and I've been instrumental and a big supporter of drug court since the very beginning. Those are the real-life experiences of a real-life lawyer handling real-life problems for real-life people, you and your neighbors. That's the experience I will take to the circuit judge's bench with me. And I want you to know that in addition to that, I'm very independent. I do not belong to any organizations, clubs, or anything like that, except my own little church I've been in for 37 years. I owe nobody in allegiance. I've made no promises, no deals. I can guarantee you that anybody and everybody that comes into my court will get a fair shake, be treated the same. I would ask for your vote on August the 7th. Thank you.